So we're going to read from Silent Dawn.
She is a computer game character who, the more people play her game, the more her reality invades the player's reality until they're no longer sure what is theirs and what is hers. Silent Dawn isn't real. She's a terrifying computer game character who erodes players' sanities. Just because her legend dates back to the 1600s doesn't mean she's real. Just because people are vanishing doesn't mean she's real. Just because she's standing in the corner. Chapter 1. She's coming. Silent Dawn is waiting. Black trees imprison Drake, their bare gnarled branches, elongated limbs of the undead, poised to steal him away to the underworld. Every snapping twig was death's bony feet, clicking in his wake. Leaves rained, fiery tears of defeated gods, their bodies decaying where they fell. Night creatures sang a chorus, warning of inevitable pain. Ominous drums beat to his heart's frantic rhythm. Fog caressed him like the dying breaths of 1,000 tortured spirits. Drake turned, his torchbeam dancing around him. Rust-and chain-link fencing caged him on one side. Brambles clawed through the links, their thorny tendrils longing to rip his flesh and taste his blood. The woods beckoned him to their sinister lair, enticing him with dark promises that would ultimately destroy him. He turned his back on the trees, keeping the fence to his right, praying the only footsteps he heard were his own. A sheet of paper was pinned to a tree's body, a white target for the firing squad. Missing, Connor Williams. A child's grainy image stared from the page. His soulless eyes were black hollows, watching Drake from beyond the grave. Yet the other side of death contained not salvation, but suffering. Twigs crunched. Drake's heart pulsed dread through his body, counting down to doom. He killed his torchlight, reluctant to see what skulked among the trees. Darkness lured the shadows. Humming disturbed the silence. Drake moved on, fighting the urge to run. She'd cheer him, feeding off his panicked heartbeats until they faded into death. Crooked black gates, buried alive by ivy, awaited him in the clearing. 10-foot-high walls flanked them, topped by rusted barbed wire. Ivy seeped over the top and down the walls as though it died trying to escape. Peeling wrought iron formed curved words along the top of the gate. Nightshade Asylum. They stood ajar, tempting him into their lair. Drake stopped. An irrational fear warned him if he crossed the threshold, he might never return. He squeezed through the gate, his footsteps clumping along the Fishard's drive. The gates banged shut. Drake rolled around. Ivy sealed them closed. An ambulance lurked outside the asylum, its rusting skeleton shedding its painted skin. Drake circled it. Cold sweat shrouded him as he approached the open back door. He hesitated, then peered inside. Blood stained the stretcher and floor. Fingernail gouges on the floor betrayed someone's fate. Drake backed away and faced the asylum, crumbling under the weight of its own misery. Weeds grew through the fractured steps as though escaping a living hell. Drake crept up the steps and tore down a mold-stained patient's record taped to the door. Blood dripped on the word. Run. A fading sepia photograph was paperclipped to the record. A skeletal man with an empty stare. Patient, John Jacobs. Reason for admittance, hysteria. The door creaked open. Drake's torch exposed flaking paint in an abandoned trolley bed. The smell of damp and trapped dust greeted him. Apprehension tingled through him. He edged inside, treading carefully on the deadly strewn floor. Graffiti stained the walls. She's coming. In a desolate corridor, a figure lurked near the stairs. Drake darted down another corridor, scarred doors flashing past. He forced himself to walk. Enveloping darkness whispered nefarious secrets. Distant weeping echoed through the corridor. Help me, scratched into the door. He pushed it open, revealing rows of empty beds. Humming infiltrated his brain. He pivoted and collided with a mutilated woman. Drake yelled and fell off his chair. It shot backwards into his bookcase, sending a Jack Skellington figurine tumbling to its death. Jake rested his head on the floor, waiting for his heart to stop trying to tear free from his chest. The skull light shade swung, and loose shadow staining the wall like a posed deadly pendulum. He blinked, and it vanished. He staggered up, averting his gaze from the monitor. Flopping in his chair, he scooted it forwards. Static fizzed on the screen, distorting the asylum. Shadows and black veins crawled beneath the woman's skin, which is the colour of ancient gravestones. Jagged raven hair covered in a veil of broken spider webs swept across her once beautiful face. Black sockets wet blood where her eyes used to be. Her stitched lips smiled. Drake's flashing character lay strapped to a table, stitches weaving through his lips. Laughter echoed through the corridors. Silent dawn takes you. Drake shivered, the cursor quivering as he quit the game. He ran his fingers through his spiked dark hair. A dead leaf fell in his lap. What the hell? His trembling fingers cast it aside. The shadows under his desk swallowed up. He changed into his Jack Skellington pyjama trousers and climbed into the bed. She wants you. He jumped and scanned the room. The whispered voice sounded too close, too real. He switched off his lamp and closed his eyes against the darkness. A shadow skulked in the corner of his room, its fingers creeping along the wall towards his bed.